Just a quick recap on AUDNZD. When I last analyzed this AUDNZD, the market price was still trading around these areas right here, and what I had expected was that price should push higher to come for that third touch of this upper trend line right here, right? So as I said before on my previous analysis, that we have this strong push to the downside, and after this strong push to the downside, we are now seeing the market giving us that correction to continue moving lower, right? So what I had expected is exactly what the market did, because we had that first level right there, and then we have the market giving us that second level right there, and now we had expected the market to give us that third touch right there, right, which is exactly what the market did, right? And we had expected that the market would eventually change direction when it reaches the third touch of this level right here, which is also being supported by this inside pattern right here. So how the market moved is that the market moved from this area to that area in a form of a structure, that structure being the formation of a 1 2 3 formation, having that first touch right there, and then our second touch right there, and then our third touch right there, which is also the third touch of this overall structure right here, right? So after the market gave us that third touch right there, we can now see that the market has broken below that inside pattern, and now the market has broken below that overall structure, right? So now what we expect from this market is that we expect this whole market to push to the downside. If I can just take this price action right here from that level to that level, and take that price and connect it to this level right here, this is exactly what the market has to do. The market should reach this trend line right here, which we can see that trend line when we go onto the daily time frame, as we want to look onto the bigger picture of the market, of where the market is more likely to go after the breakout of that inside pattern, right? So we can now see that on the daily time frame we have this overall structure right here. So meaning to say that the market should break below this trend line and then push to the downside until it reaches this demand level right here, right? Because on the overall structure we have those 1 2 3 formation, which is the first touch, second touch, and then the third touch right there. We expect the first touch, second touch, the third touch to be broken by the market, and this is being this is the market that is moving in a form of structures, because I can also see that on my previous analysis I did explain that we have that level right there, which is the first turning point that has been created by the market, and then the market gave us that second turning point right there, and then the market then gave us that third turning point right there, and then we expect the market to give us that third turning point right there on the lower level, because we already have that first turning point right there, and then we have that second turning point right there. So this whole movement makes this thing become a structure, which is a continuation pattern to the downside. So right now what I expect from this NZD, from this AUDNZD, is that the market should push to the downside, break below this structure, and then continue moving to the downside, because I can already see that the market, let me just clear this for now and explain why I expect this AUDNZD to push lower, and which confirmations am I looking at when I say that this AUDNZD is gonna push to the downside, so first of all, we had that strong push to the downside, and then after that strong push to the downside, we can now see the market giving us a series of a pattern that is confirming that it's gonna continue pushing to the lower, right? So this is what we look for in the market. Each time you see a strong push to the downside, you will see the market giving us a series of a pattern that is representing a continuation pattern to continue pushing lower, right? So this is exactly what is happening. This is exactly what is happening right here on this AUDNZD. So right now it's just a moment of waiting for the market to do what it needs to do. If I can just go back onto the lower time frame, which in this case is going to be the 2 hours time frame, I can see that the market is going back to retest an area. It could be this area right here, or it can just be this area right here, but I will have to wait and see where this market has to retest, right? So I will be involved in this AUDNZD after the market give us that retest. That retest might be in a form of a structure that is representing a continuation to continue moving lower, right? So this might be what I am gonna be looking for when I enter this AUDNZD. As we all can see that this is moving in a series of a structure.